So for section 7.4, you're going to graph, and it tells you, I think, or maybe all these does using intercepts. Let's see, yeah. It tells you to graph using the intercepts of your equation. So draw the graph of the equation, not instead of doing like slope intercept form or some other form, it wants you to use intercepts. So for the first one here, we have 3x minus 2y equals 6. To use intercepts, your x-intercept is always when y equals 0, and then of course your y-intercept is always when x equals 0. So all you have to do is plug in a y equals 0 to get the x-intercept and an x equals 0 to get the y-intercept, solve, and then you can draw your graph. So for this one, if we plug in a y as 0, we have 3x minus 2 times 0 equals 6. So essentially this just goes away, right? So we have 3x equals 6. Divide both sides by 3, we get x equals 2. If you want to write it as an ordered pair, it would be 2, 0. I'm fine if you just say x equals 2, it doesn't matter to me. Then to do the y-intercept, plug in a 0 for x. So we have 3 times 0 minus 2y equals 6. So again, this just goes away. Minus 2y equals 6. Divide both sides by -2. We get y equals -3. Or 0, -3 if you want to write an ordered pair. Let me see if I can draw the graph over here. To graph this one then, you only need 2 points to graph a line. And if you have an equation in 2 variables, like this, you'd have a line. So we're going to plot our 2 intercepts, x equals 2, so 1, 2, y equals -3, 1, 2, 3 down, and draw a line connecting those as straight as you can. If it's not straight, it's okay. So for the next one here, we have 2x plus 5y equals 10. So again, to do my x-intercept, I'm going to plug in a 0 for y. So I'm going to have 2x plus 5 times 0 equals 10. So we get 2x equals 10, which means x is 5 if I divide both sides by 2. Or the 0.50. To get my y-intercept, I'm going to plug in x equals 0. I'm going to have 2 times 0 plus 5y equals 10. So 5y equals 10 divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Plot these 2 intercepts and draw a line. So x is 5, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And y is 2, so I go 1, 2. And if you want to number these, that's fine. If you want to put them on your graph, just so you know. I usually mainly look at the work, and if the work's right and the graph looks similar to mine, that's fine. I'll give you credit for it, because unless you use graph paper and rulers, it's hard to draw these sometimes. See, mine's always crooked. So after you plot your 2 points, connect them with a line. For the next one, we have -2x plus 3y equals -12. So again, graph using intercepts. So plug in a 0 for y to get my x-intercept. So I've got -2x plus 3 times 0 equals -12. So I get -2x equals -12. Divide both sides by -2. -12 divided by -2 is +6. So I have 6, 0. And to get my y-intercept, I'm going to plug in x is 0. So I'm going to have -2 times 0 plus 3y equals -12. So 3y is equal to negative 12. Divide both sides by 3. Y is negative 4. So 0, negative 4 is my y-intercept. So again, graph. Your 2 points. X is 6, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or you count by 2s if you wanted. Y is negative 4, so we go negative 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's negative 4. And then connect those with a line. And there's the graph of that line. And then it also does on this one, it does too, a vertical line and a horizontal line. If you only have, I'll just show you on the screen here. If you only have y equals a number, that means no matter what x is, y has to be 3. So that gives you a horizontal line. If you have x equals a number, that means no matter what y is, x has to be 3. So that gives you a vertical line. So x equals a number is always vertical, y equals a number is always horizontal.